This week we're going to highlight planting progress and weather trends in the U.S. We're going to turn our attention to Brazil, where corn is mostly in the grain filling stage. We're going to come back and look at export trends here in the U.S. Wrap things up with the long-term review of December corn futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We moved into the latter half of May here, and of course it's corn planting season here in the U.S. We do want to mention, of course, the big news this week was China's new agreement to purchase more ag products from the U.S. As that gets clearer, we'll share more information on that. We'll touch on that briefly in our export section today. Let's start out looking at planting progress here in the U.S. Now we're looking at planting progress 76% done nationwide. Notice that's right in line with last year and slightly above the 5-year average of 70%. Let's take a look at the recent history there. You can see that it's one of the fastest paces of recent memory here. We look at the next 2 weeks now. On average, approximately 22% of U.S. corn is planted between May 17th and May 31st. So weather permitting, we'll be approaching 100% here by the end of the month. Speaking of the weather, let's take a look at the short-term trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. Starting out here looking at the past precip last 14 days. Kind of a proxy for topsoil moisture, if you will. Notice some dry areas up there in the northern plains and also in the southern corn belt, kind of a slice, if you will, in between there that's close to normal, maybe a bit wet here and there, a bit dry, of course, the last 2 weeks up in Michigan and parts of northern Illinois. Let's take a look at the short-term now rainfall amounts. We're looking at showers and thunderstorms into Wednesday. Most of those, though, are going to be north or south of the main growing area. Let's take a look now at Thursday, Friday of this week. Again, most of the rain this week is going to be south. Heaviest amounts of 1 to 2 inches there in the pink circle, and about a ½ inch to 1.5 inches in the green. Let's look at precip totals now for the next 2 weeks. We're looking here at heavier amounts there in the green, of course, more south, a little bit in the eastern corn belt too, a bit closer to normal across most of the western corn belt and northern plains. Let's shift gears now and focus on Brazil, where the second crop corn is mostly in the grain filling stage now. Again, we're looking at that lower left-hand corner. About 58% of the corn there in Brazil is now filling grain, so roughly the equivalent of August here in the Midwest. Notice how important, we all know how important post-pollination rainfall is, so it's something we're still keeping an eye on for you moving forward. With that in mind, let's take a look at precip totals now for the next 2 weeks. Those 3 states we highlighted in the south are states that would probably benefit most from rainfall at this point. Most of the northern area now is in the mature stage or late grain fill, where those states in the south, Mato Grosso do Sul, São Paulo, and the Paraná, are mostly still in that early grain fill. Now they've gotten some good rain lately. It does look like they're going to be a little bit drier here moving forward, but 97% of the Safrinha corn is forecast to be below normal the next 2 days, but they have gotten more rain recently. Let's shift gears now and look at export trends here in the U.S. Now, corn exports for year-to-date here are 28% higher than last year. Big news again this week was China making the agreement to purchase more ag products from the U.S. It's unclear at the moment if China will buy old or new crop corn as part of the new agreement, so we'll be watching that closely for you moving forward. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in December corn. Now, December corn as we tape here on Tuesday is trading near $5.05 a bushel. Notice as we move into the last part of May here and in those summer months, there's certainly that potential for increased price volatility. That's why it's critical that you continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement and avoid price prediction. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 309-664-2300. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. Remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an update. I want to take this moment to also wish you a safe and enjoyable Memorial Day weekend. Thanks a lot.